Yes, sir. Just open the for loops file from the lecture recordings. Open that drive, MATLAB lecture material, if else, if practice is completed, and exercises 1 and 2, conditional statements is also completed. For loop, okay, I will upload it. No, it's not uploaded yet. I'll upload. Yes, sir, it's uploaded. You can check it now. Introduction to MATLAB, MATLAB lecture material. Just open the for loop. If else if practice is completed and two exercises, exercises 1 and 2, both are completed. Now we will start with the for loop practice session. Yes, yes, sir. We can start with the basic. Sir, you open the file first, and by opening a new file, just start practicing. Okay. We will start with the basic for loop. Just I want to display the numbers 1 to 5, sir. Okay. I want to display the numbers 1 to 5. For that, I want to use the for loop. So for this is the syntax for I is equal to, okay, 1 colon 5. Just I'm opening here. For I is equal to 1 colon 5. Display I. Display I and end. And okay, just I'm saving it as a practice file. Another practice file is there. Okay. Yes, for I is equal to 1 colon 5, display of I end. Okay. Just I'm running the code. See, first when I is equal to 1, it is showing, it is displaying 1, right? And when I is equal to 2, it is displaying 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So the for loop is operating for 5 iterations. It is operating for 5 iterations now. Now, loop through an array. We can apply the for loop for array also. Okay, I am taking an array, my array, this array I am considering. This array I am considering. So just I have executed this program now, just I am commenting it so that we cannot execute further this one. So my array is, it is an array of 1 by 5 size, and here we can write for I is equal to, for I is equal to 1 to, sir, what is the length of the array? I want to display these numbers instead of 1 to 5 now. I want to display these numbers one by one, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, right? So when I is equal to, what is the length of the array? How to get the length of the array? With the command length of my array. Okay, length of my array. Here display my array of I here. So when I is equal to 1, what happens? Length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Length is actually 5. My array length is 5. So when I is equal to 1, it will show my array of 1 here. What is my array of 1 here? It is 10, right? And when it comes to 2, length 2, it has to show 20. So display my array of 2. 2 is the indexing of my array. Okay. My array indexing 2 means it will show the 20 value here. Let's see whether it is running or not. For I is equal to typo errors LANGTH. Okay. So 10, when I is equal to 1, 10, I is equal to 2 means indexing nothing but 20, 30, 40, 50. One by one it is showing, right? And next, just I am commenting it. In the third example, nested for loop. Nested for loop. You can see here, just I am for I is equal to 1, 2, 3. I am commenting this one. Second one I am commenting. Just giving one space here. Now, for I is equal to 1, 2, 3, and one more for loop I am including here. For j is equal to 1 colon 2 display of, here we have to take an array here. We are having two numbers, right, I and j, so it has to display I comma j, and one for loop is ended, and in one for loop this is the ending for the second for loop. So inside any loop, one more loop is formed here. One more loop is formed. These type of loops are called the nested loops. Okay. Now let's see what result we will get. Okay. Sir, what is the meaning of this, sir? When I is equal to 1. Okay. When I is actually 1 should run from 1 to 3. 1, and it works for next I is equal to 2. Sir, just give me 1 minute. So this is the result we are going to get. When I is equal to 1, it has to operate for, again inside to that j is equal to 1 and j is equal to 2, right? And when I is equal to 2, j is equal to 1 and 2. When I is equal to 3, j is equal to 1 and 2. It has to operate. Okay. So it will show an array 1, 1, right? 1, 2, and 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, and 3, 2 we are getting. Okay. Next, I am commenting this. Next, for loop with a custom step. It's simple, sir. For I is equal to, I am copying this, sir. Control Z. It's not, explanation is not required for this, simple. See, for I is equal to, what is the meaning of this, sir? 1:2:10. It's the spacing, right? First 1 you will get, and it is separated by 2. It's 3, and then 5, and then 7. 1:2:10. So with a 2 difference, we will get 1. Execute this. 1, right? 2 difference, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Up to 10 only it will take. So 10 is not considered here. I am commenting this. Next one. So this loop iterates from 1 to 10 with a step size of 2. So it will display the only odd numbers within the range, right? Now, for loop using the strings now. For loop is using the strings now. Just I am writing directly fruits on. Yes, sir. I am considering these string of fruit names. Okay, string of fruit names. This is a string. Control C. Just I'm copying it in the practice. Control V. So this is a string which is having with the name fruits. All the fruit names are mentioned here. Strings are represented in the single colon, sir. Now, we have to apply the for loop for this string now. For this string now, okay. So, what is how to get the length of the array, length of the string? Numeral function is there. What is numeral in MATLAB? It returns the number of elements in an array, right? Numeral is the number of elements in an array, right? So for this we are using the command for I is equal to 1:numeral of fruits. So here fruits is the array with the string names, right? With the string names. Just I'm writing it. Just copying, sir. string names, and then for I is equal to 1 colon numeral of fruits. Numeral of fruit means number of elements in an array. So 4 we are having apple, banana, cherry and dates. Okay. So 1 to 4 and display of fruits of I. I is again 1 to 5. So it will display when I is equal to 1, what it will show? Apple it will show. When I is equal to 2, banana, and then cherry, and then dates, right? Just execute this. Yes, apple, banana, cherry and date. So for loop is applied for strings also here. Okay, just comment it. So in this case, we use a cell array of strings and loop iterates through the each element of the cell array. And next, write a program for sum of numbers from 1 to n by using the for loop. Okay, from 1 to n using the for loop. N value is given, sir. N value is given here as 10. So while writing the for loop, just check the code once in your system. N value is given as 10 here, and sum we don't know. Okay, that value we are taking it as 0. Initial value we are giving, and for I is equal to, right, 1 to n, what it has to give sum is equal to sum plus I and the display end, right? End. Next, printf command. So it has to print all the values from 1 to n. When what happens, sir, when I is equal to 1, what is the value of sum then? When I is equal to 1, when I is equal to 1, see, I is equal to 1. Before to it we have given n is equal to 10 and sum is equal to 0. Sum is equal to 0. These are the predefined values now. When I is equal to 1, sum is equal to, initially sum is given as 0, right, and plus I is equal to 1. So sum is equal to 1 now. Sum is equal to 1 now. So in the first iteration, sum is equal to 1. After this, what happens? It will go for I is equal to 2, right? It is ended. Now it is going for I is equal to 2. So now, what is the value of n? N, it will go for 2, right? And will get as 2. That is I is equal to 2. sum is equal to sum. What is the sum? 1 we will get here plus I. What is I, sir, here? I is equal to 2. I is equal to 2 here. So that is sum is equal to 3 we will get here. Sum is equal to 3 we will get. So it will be getting added to and I is equal to 2. Yes, sir. Let's see the code now. So it's executed, but printf command is not given here. So you have to give the printf command. So you have printf Control C. Yes, sir. So this is the printf command. F printf. If you want to write any explanation, the sum of the numbers, okay, so we are writing in the single column, right? So here it is started, the sum of the numbers from 1 to 1 to up to percentage d we are using here is percentage d. Again, sir, here we are using a variable n here, right? And one more variable sum we are using. So if you want to show a variable here, just simply we are putting percentage d. So instead of first percentage d, you are naming it as capital N. Instead of second percentage d, you are naming it as a sum. Okay. So you will get the sum of numbers from 1 to 10 is whatever the final value, or after every iteration it will show. So this backslash and n, what is the meaning of that? It will start with a new line. So every time it will show what is the sum after first iteration, what is the sum after second iteration. So up to 10 iterations it will show the value. Okay. So the sum of numbers from 1 to 10 is 55. Okay. The sum of the numbers from 1 to 5 is 55 now. It's nothing but sigma 10. 1 plus 2, it is equal to 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 6, 21. 21 plus 7. Okay, in that way you will get 55. Now in the next code, factorial calculation. What is factorial, sir? Factorial. N factorial, I am considering n factorial. N factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into up to dash 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 up to 1 it will get. Okay. So this is a factorial. Here we are taking 5, n is equal to 5. What is 5 factorial then? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 20, 60, 120 you will get. Okay. So how to write the program then? In previous case, sum is equal to sum plus I. after every iteration, one is getting added here, one is getting added here, right? One is getting added here, but here after every iteration it should multiply, with the existing value, right? So just see the code here. Yes, this is the code, sir. So n is equal to 5 we are giving. This is the code. So n is equal to 5 we are giving, and factorial value we don't know, that we are going to calculate it, right? So if for loop operates, after every loop the value is getting changed, but before to it we will take some initial value. Okay, here we are considering factorial is equal to 1. Okay, that is the initial value. Now for I is equal to 1 to n is 5. Factorial is equal to factorial into I. Factorial is equal to factorial into I. When I is equal to 1, what happens, sir? Factorial is equal to 1. Factorial value is 1. 1 into 1 only. Okay. Means 1 factorial. When I is equal to 2, factorial is equal to this factorial value is again 1 into 2 here. I is equal to 2 now. So you will get 1 into 2 for the 2 factorial. When n is equal to 3, then factorial is equal to previous factorial value is 2 into I value is 3 here. So 2 into 3. That is a 3 factorial. 3 factorial is equal to 3 into 2, right? So in this way we will get the factorial. So displaying the value has not shown here. Just I will try to copy the value here. Here how many outputs you want to show in the display, and what is the number of number given, that is n is equal to 5. What is its factorial? Only 2 values you have to show as an output, right? So here we are writing the content in single column. The factorial of percentage d is again percentage d, and starting with the new line every time, means it will go for the next jump. What is the first value you want to show here? N. So here writing n here, n. What is the second value you want to show? That is a factorial. So instead of this percentage d, here assigning some value, that is fact here. So in the output what you will get? The factorial of 5 is 120, right? That you are going to get. So the factorial of 5 is 120, right? So this is a way to execute for the factorial. Next, print a multiplication table. Print multiplication table. let's take the number 7 and print the range up to 10. Means 7 up to 7 into 10, it has to print the values. Okay. So number is the input, range is the input. What is the output then? 7 into 10, that is the result, right? Is equal to 70. That is the result. So it will start from, just I am copying over there. Yes, sir. Number is equal to 7. Okay, for 7 number we are finding the table. Range is equal to 10. Up to 10 we have to give the range. So we will take a for loop. First 7 into 1, and when I is equal to 2, 7 into 2. When I is equal to 3, 7 into 3. So based on the range value it is changing. 1 to 10, it's nothing but okay. What is the result? Result is equal to multiplication only, no? 7 into I is equal to 1, 7 into 1, I is equal to 2, 7 into 2. So what we can write? Number into I is only going to change here, okay. So that we are calling it as a result, means 7 into 1 is equal to 7, 7 is the result. 7 into 2 is equal to 14, 14 is the result here. How to print them? Use the fprintf command. How many numbers you want to show in the display? First, what is the number you have to show? What is the range you have to show? What is the result you have to show? So 1 percentage D, second percentage D, and third percentage D, right? So here you will get 7 into 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10 you will get, and its result, corresponding result you will get here. And you are assigning the value as first num and I and the result. So if you take the range here, only it will directly take 10. So if you take I, it will take the corresponding 1, 2, 3 and the corresponding value it will show. Yes sir, 7 into 1, 7 2s are 14 up to 7 10s are 70 here. Comment this and go for the next program and write the Fibonacci series. With the help of if else if statement also we have written the code for Fibonacci. Again we are writing here, okay. So what is Fibonacci? 0, 0 plus 1. Essentially we will give the two values 0 and 1 default values. So 0 is getting added to 1 and it is giving 1. Now these two will get added. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, right? And then these two will get added. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 and then 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. But up to how many numbers we have to add? Okay. Number is given as n is equal to 10. So up to 10 numbers it will add. And Fibonacci, just while executing the for loop, if we are not knowing the value, then we are predefining the values. That is Fibonacci of zeros. It is up to 10. Na? We are taking a zeros of one row and n columns. And this is the default values. Fibonacci of 1 is equal to 0, Fibonacci of 2 is equal to 1. So now Fibonacci of, it starts from 3. So I is equal to, it is starting from 3 and ending at n. So this is the formula, sir, for Fibonacci. Fibonacci of I is equal to Fibonacci of I minus 1 plus Fibonacci of I minus 2. Here you can see Fibonacci of I means this third one is equal to Fibonacci of 1 plus Fibonacci of 2. This is a Fibonacci of 1 and Fibonacci of 2. If you take the Fibonacci of fourth Fibonacci, third and second, you will get. This is the Fibonacci third and this is the value of Fibonacci second. This is fifth Fibonacci, okay, is equal to summation of its previous value, fourth Fibonacci and the third Fibonacci. Just I am copying here. So this is the code for the Fibonacci. See, n is equal to 10, Fibonacci of zeros 1 to n. These are the default values, first two values. So 3 to n it will take, okay. And printf, when n is equal to 10, what is the Fibonacci? That only we have to show here, right? So 1 percentage d, and this is the second percentage. So that we are taking as a string, sir. Fibonacci, it's a series of numbers, now. We have to take as an array a string here. So the percentage s we are taking here. For taking it into the string. So it's actually matrix we are converting into a string of Fibonacci. Fibonacci we are getting from here. Fibonacci we are getting from here. Okay. So let's analyze the code once again. So Fibonacci sequence of 10 terms, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21 and 34. Let's check here. 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. But it is continued in our case, okay. Up to 13 only. It's available there. After 13, again 21 and 34. Up to 10 numbers it is showing the Fibonacci values, okay. Next, sir, in the examination, if you are asked to write a program for Fibonacci, you can write with the help of the if else or else for loop, and in the next session we will discuss it with the while loop also. Okay, in any format you can write. Yes, now this is to display the square of numbers, sir. MATLAB program by using the for loop to calculate display squares, to display the squares. So from 1 to 10 it has to show the square values, okay. From 1 to 10 it has to show the square. Starting value is 1, ending value is 10. So we have to take an array which is having some initially predefined values from 1 to 10. So we are taking, that is unknown values only, na. So it will have some 10 indices that we are going to find it now, but we are predefining them. Zeros of 1 to ending value, zeros of 1 to 10. So 0, 0, 0, 0 up to 10 values we are giving, right? Now for I is equal to starting value to ending value, means 1 to 10. Starting value to ending value. But what is the square? Squares is equal to I square we are taking here, okay? I square we are taking and end. So this is the code for printing. Starting value and squares. Ending value, sorry. Ending value and squares directly we are taking. So two percentages we are considering here. Percentage D of n. I is the input up to how many numbers we are taking. 10 squares we want, okay? So squares of I. Just try to copy the code and execute over there. Range of numbers. Yes, sir. For I is equal to starting to ending value. Okay. Some lines are missing here. So these two lines I have not copied. Okay. These also we have to copy. Initialization of values for the for loop. This is called initialization, sir. Sorry, it is written already. Yes, it is written already. The starting value is 1, ending value is 10. Squares is equal to zeros of 1 to end value. And for a for loop, I is equal to start value to end value. Squares we are writing and displaying here, right? Just try to execute the code. Yes, sir. For 1 to 10 numbers, for 1 to 10 numbers, this is the square, right? Squares of respective square value we are showing here. Yes, sir. Any doubts in this session?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. You can practice it on your own again. The code is already provided to you. Practicing for loop, right? And in next class, we will do some exercises how we have done for the if-else if statements. Okay. In the same way, we will do for the for loops in the next lecture. And sir, I am planning to take the lectures on next coming Thursday and Friday. Is it okay for you? During the free hours. Once. Yes, sir. This Thursday and Friday, actually 8:45 to 9:30 is free, na?
So Max sir has already planned for one lecture.
Oh, okay. On which day, sir? Thursday?
He has not confirmed, sir. But yes, just today he has not taken the class and he told that he will be taking on free slot.
Okay, okay.
Science also maybe they are taking on one.
Sir?
For science also they will be taking one day.
One day. If it is not fixed, can you ask them to take my class next week? CR, please take the initiation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please take the initiation. Why? Because I am planning to take leave in the next week. So that I am planning to take the lectures this Thursday and Friday. That is the reason. At least 2 lectures I can cover in this week itself. So by that period, we can finish all our lectures. By Friday itself, we can finish our coding classes. So if I take the class on Thursday and Friday, I can finish our sessions, and only 8th we will get, sir. Before that, I will provide you with the question bank. If you will get in any doubts related to the question bank, we can discuss those things on 8th. So after that we won't get the classes then. After 8th again it will be holiday from 10th to 19th. After that immediately you will get an exam. In the weekend lab exams will be conducted for you, okay, 25th, 26th. So after that immediately your exams will start on December 3rd. So I am planning to wind up the sessions this week only. One is for the discussion session I am planning. Okay, no problem. If I am not getting the hour in this week, I will take next week as per schedule only. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
we just got a message that on 5th there is a practical test on MATLAB.
Okay, okay. Please contact
For it,
lab faculty. Yes.